Okay, so for F, this one also has 2 layers, so just carry the outside layer down and worry about him later. Unlike the first 2 that you guys asked, this is not a unit circle ratio. There's nowhere on the unit circle that we memorize. If you think about the unit circle, we only memorize 3 spots per quadrant, but we know there's 360 degrees, so we memorize very little of the full circle. I couldn't tell you where tangent's -3. So the next best thing is to say, well, inverse tangent only cares about quadrants 1 and 4. In quadrant 1, tangent's positive, and in quadrant 4, tangent's negative. Since this is inverse tangent of something negative, I know I should draw a triangle that looks like he's in quadrant 4. Think of this guy as a fraction. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. And you should not make any assumptions about what this negative goes with. With fractions, if you're not aware of this, you can make the numerator negative, you can make the denominator negative, or you can put it out front. All of these things mean the same thing. You can't assume the negative goes with the 1. The negative might go with the 2. This is why the pictures is so important. I'm going right, so this is positive 1. I'm going down, so the 3 was the negative in this question. And then looking from this angle like we've been doing, this is all I can do for the inside part. I drew a visual of an angle that has a tangent of -3. To finish the question, I want to know what is the cosecant of that angle. So cosecant would be hypotenuse over opposite. I know opposite, I don't know hypotenuse, but with Pythagorean theorem, I can get that the hypotenuse is the square root of 10. So the first 2 you guys asked about, I had to refer to the unit circle because I had those spots memorized. This one, I did not know where this was on the unit circle, so I had to sketch a triangle. You have to know how to start the questions. If you guys can start the questions off correctly, then you'll probably be fine, because at this point you've done a lot of SOHCAHTOA, a lot of Pythagorean theorem, and then even more SOHCAHTOA. So I'm not worried about you at the end of the question. At the start of the question, though, you have to see why I sketched this triangle versus over here, why I referred to the unit circle. Okay, Colin, was that yours? Okay, is that enough? Okay, is anybody else going to ask about F, have something more specific?